Welcome to the Midnight Lounge, hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezy. Sit back and relax, unwind, enjoy the midnight conversation. Usually, we'll be joined by any and many of my friends who come in and help set the vibe, all for you. Again, welcome to the Midnight Lounge. Let's start the show. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your main man, Uncle Freezy. DSJ is in the building. Soul Finger, what's good? What's good, bro?
Well,
How you doing, man?
what's good? Just sitting there, laying up here. I told you, laying up here with the Dominique Wilkins and fighting off this doggone head cold. But other than that,
In, in the cut.
alive and kicking.
In the cut, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this really quick, and I don't want to make it seem. I don't want to be like passive aggressive with it.
Okay.
But does has there been a shift in the music industry to you, just overall? Like Beyonce has a country song out,
Yeah.
like the number one country song or whatever. First time a black woman ever did it. Has there been a,
Yeah.
a shift in music? Like is is it better or worse in your opinion if it has?
I would say mainstream music is worse. My opinion. Mainstream music is worse because look at what's coming out. We don't have if you compare this period right now to we're not gonna go 70s. Well, we do like 70s, 80s, and then 90s. You were looking forward to artists coming out. You were looking forward to the music that was coming out, right? Now it's kind of like you got the same. It's rinse, wash, repeat because you don't have really mainstream wise. You don't have a lot of new artists. And there's a goo gobs of thousands of artists out there but thanks to streaming services and stuff and the internet, you can go find music. You can go find music. It's just that mainstream is not good for the most part. In my opinion, it's not the greatest. And then the radio, Sirius, if you have Sirius radio in your car or whatever around the house,
Right.
then you're good. Because they'll play stuff because you find a channel that suits your liking. And then some stations will actually put on some good. You're like, oh, okay, this is pretty slick right here. Who's this? Look them up, and you go find them.
Yeah.
But for the most part, because I was on Instagram freeze, and I was gonna send it. I send it to you.
Okay.
There was a guy. He put he was singing hip hop tracks, but country.
Okay.
He did DMX. He did Nelly. He did. Um, I'm trying to remember who else he did. I got to remember all of them did. And I was like, well, and the caption said, "See what Beyonce gone and done," but it's not the first time. But I mean, it actually sound with him doing it to country the way he did it, did sound pretty good. I'd give him his props,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But it's just the way things are going. I mean, and then there's nothing wrong with trying to change up genre because it's not the first time you've had somebody switch up genres to put out music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the most part, are you excited for some of the stuff that's out there right now, Freeze? This is me asking you now, mainstream wise. Are you excited for anybody?
Well, I'm excited for DSJ with DSJ dragging his feet. I mean, for other artists, I think everybody else is doing the same stuff. Like I saw this
Hmm.
group of kids named One More,
Yeah,
and for legit, they sound like they are clones of a generation prior to them.
yeah.
And
I
my
was
thought
listening to him.
is,
Yeah.
why would I want to listen to a copy of something I heard 30 years ago?
I hear you because I was listening. I was trying to see. I wanted to hear their cover of Tevin Campbell. Um, wasn't Can We Talk?
I heard
Was
it.
it Can We
I
Talk?
heard it.
Yeah, I wanted to hear the whole thing of her parts of it. And I was
Yeah,
like, it sound good, but then again, you're doing a cover of Tevin, and it's like you're saying, it's like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have you guys sing all the hits from these 80s and 90s. We're gonna update it with certain sound with the tracks and stuff, change the beat. Go ahead and do this. You don't have that originality of coming out. But see, that's what I was saying, like mainstream wise. Now I told you about the internet, the internet.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Different sound. You know, the lead singer, Sid, her falsetto's just out of this world. Beautiful, beautiful.
Right.
You got artists out there, but they're not like big time mainstream as you would think or whatever, that you don't see they're playing it on the radio, because how they do it on the radio is, you know, I'm coming to Blowing Tears, you the radio station, and I'm one of your big time sponsors, but I got Hogman the Intruder, and I want you to play Hogman the Intruder's album, you know, I Bust a Giblet, you know, and you listen to it and you like, man,
And
this
the
is
background
garbage.
singers is like Jiglet bussin'.
Hmm.
They paying DSJ $250,000 a year to sing bussin' jiglets.
Hmm. Yeah.
DSJ singing
And
background for them, making $250,000 back there singing jiggling bussin' jiglets, but he's singing it with all his might.
yeah, he's back there because everybody, they wouldn't talk about Hogman the Intruder, but they talk about like how we talk about Rockwell and Michael Jackson. We talk
Yeah,
about, man, Michael Jackson sang the hell out that hook. And that's what everybody
yeah.
knows. But you got
DSJ back there
Hogman,
talking about treat her like she want to be treated.
yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Hey,
and see
shout out
and
to father. Shout out to father
the
though.
father MC,
He
yeah,
held us down for a summer, man.
yeah,
That
he
man
did.
held us down for an entire summer.
Yes, he did. And like I said, so I'm your sponsor, but I'm telling you to play Hogman the Intruder, and I want you to play him at this time. So every 15, 20 minutes, I want to hear Hogman the Intruder on the radio, shaking my giblets. And
Right.
you like, man, this is garbage. Well, you're gonna play it, or I'm pulling in money for your station.
Oh, I'm pulling that
I'm
$5 million a year
Yeah.
that I'm giving you. And trust me, it takes about, man, for a legit radio station, it takes about $50 million easy to
Hmm.
run a quality radio station. I mean, easily that much, to have that much wattage to cover the megahertz, to cover a certain, like, people forget about the technical part about a radio station. It's just not about the people that's in front of the microphone. Like you gotta have engineers around 24 hours around the clock,
Hmm.
right? You gotta have
Exactly.
them, you gotta have your program director, the one that's going out finding DJs, setting up stuff, all the stuff, doing the shows and all of that. Man, to
Yeah.
do a radio station, bro. Man, listen, man. Yeah.
And then and the song, but you're like, oh well, you stuck now. You stuck now. You playing this Hogman the Intruder track, and people hear it on the radio, and they're like, oh, this new hotness right here, Hogman the Intruder. I
Right.
got to go get it,
Right.
But you don't want to play this, so and it sucks.
Right.
So I don't really, cause I don't even listen to the radio, Freeze. I don't listen to radio. I mean, I got my series, so I use when I'm in the car, I have my series, but no, 9 times. But I tell you, 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to my music that I find that I have, and yeah, I'm stuck in the '90s on a lot of my music. I'm not gonna lie to you, but then I have the adventure. I had to go down memory lane, and I'll go from the '70s to the '80s. I was just listening to Loose Ends earlier,
Yep.
hanging on the string.
Wait, you talking about Wait a Wild Child?
No, hanging on the string. I was listening to that one.
Okay.
But
I
that,
'cause I
but
love that part where they say,
yeah,
"Is this the part you take my heart
break
and
my
wipe
heart,
your
like
feet
your
on?"
feet on. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, that's my joint, bro.
And then when she does her verse, my man come on and say, "Was it, baby? I feel it too." The
Yeah.
way he comes in with it is so smooth with it, and the way they link. So, and I was looking at it, I was like, man, UK soul. I know that
It,
we talk
it
about it.
saved R&B, bro.
It did. That UK soul. See, this not just UK soul, but UK. The UK had some. They had some tracks coming up out of there, in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because it was starting to, we had our stuff, but when they came out with that, and then you had all these other groups coming in. I mean, and then you got to talk about, Simply Red when he came out, man. Oh man,
Yeah.
what? And then was it Black Box was late 80s? Was it late 80s, early
Yeah,
90s,
yeah, they
whatever?
came out the
Went on
same
there the
time
club
as
track, yeah, same time. So
they came out the same time as Soul to Soul.
yeah, Soul to Soul, yeah, Soul to Soul was another one. Soul to Soul was a whole different something. Man, I remember maybe
You
radio
remember
stations
Five
would put
Star?
5 star. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, man. I remember Soul to Soul, man. Look, Soul to Soul, you could, man, it was all over the place. People had to get it. The videos were always coming up. Man, people had, people up there dancing to the videos. Karen Wheeler, hey,
Can I add
Karen.
one thing though? I
Mm-hmm,
don't want to just include Europe. I want to include. I mean, I don't want to just include the UK. I want to
mm-hmm.
include all of Europe in the conversation.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Because when what's the song by they always played at the game, no matter what game you go to, they always play bum 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 bum. I can't
New
wait my new
shoes,
shoes.
new shoes. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Sweet Dreams are made of
Sweet
these.
dreams, Eurythmics. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the man, cats were bumping that, and I remember cats were bumping that in the hood. Cats going down the street, the big, what as they call them, boom box, the big boom box and everything, playing that.
Right, right.
You know, I
I
mean,
remember going into a club, no lie. I remember standing in line in a club and they were playing, the DJ was playing a song called Silver Shadow.
mm-hmm,
Silver Shadow. And I was in front of the Silver Shadow. I think I was in front of it might have been, I can't remember. It's been so okay. So I'm saying I'm like 19, 20 trying to get in the club and they're
yeah,
playing that. And then the DJ takes that off and played Sweet Dreams. And bro, everybody in line, right? Now, man, it's the wintertime, and the line is wrapped around this building. It used to be like a warehouse, but they turned it into a club. It was on the corner of Danforth. I think right now it's a photography studio or whatever. And so we standing out there, they're playing Sweet Dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. And no lies, the first time I had ever heard the song,
mm-hmm.
and everybody in line started dancing, bro. Right?
You know, and it's kind of crazy when you think about how that music was around that time, and it was really simple how they did it. They had a
Right.
beat where it was more electronic with the keyboards and stuff like that. And
Right.
the song is not a real intricate song. It was just the with the keyboard, dun, 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 that whole thing, you
Right.
know, and the way she sang and the whole monotone thing like that. And then
Right.
you had um I know he was at Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
There was another group, um, not Rock. It was well, Rock the Casbah was another track that was kind of
That
big
was
like
the
that. Yeah,
jam.
that they used to go, Rock the Casbah, but they had another one. Frankie Goes to Hollywood had
Yeah.
another one, and I mean, but like I said, I listen to all, I listen to, if it sounds good, I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Look, because I remember I sit up there and bought a Depeche Mode tape, the first one. Cats was like Depeche Mode. I'm like, yeah, I mean, just give it a try. So I said, I listen to it. If it sounds good, I'm gonna listen to it. I don't care who it is.
Right.
If they're actually talented and got something going for them. I mean, the '80s had a lot. '80s had a lot of stuff going.
A
So
lot of music,
a
man. A lot.
lot of music in the '80s, and you had, like I said, you had, I don't even know, you had the R&B, you had the soul, you had, and I don't even, would you consider that? Well, I wouldn't say they wouldn't call it pop, but you had the '80s with soft rock, whatever it is. I really don't know what to categorize it. I just know I
Yeah.
used to listen to it, and my first introduction to the Police, and I know it for a lot of brothers, to
Right.
be honest with it. Eddie Murphy is the reason cats learned about the Police.
Trade and play 48 hours, right?
Yeah, Roxanne.
Yeah.
The way he was singing that. And then
Yeah.
cats was like, what's the song? And then next thing you know, everybody was listening, and everybody thought people knew about the Police.
Yep. 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 I remember that, bro.
Yeah,
I
you know.
remember, yeah, I remember that, and so I got the song wrong. I think the song The song I said "Sweet Dreams," but I think it's a song called "C'est La Vie" by Robbie Neville. You ever heard of
Oh,
that?
Robbie Neville, yes. Say la vie.
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
man.
just the way it goes.
You remember
Yeah.
when and at that time that you mentioned, that you mentioned, there was like black music and then there was like white music, but there was like really
Hmm.
no real boundaries.
Yeah, it
Like
wasn't. It
like
wasn't. It
today,
wasn't.
I think there are boundaries when it comes to music.
And you were right. You hit the nail on the head because there are boundaries. Because Hall and Oates. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates. We knew cats knew Hall and Oates were white, but you be like, man, them white boys cold. They can
Yeah,
sing.
man.
You gave them their props. Um, um, Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
That was another one. But people didn't, they never seen him. If you didn't see him, you heard him singing, you like, damn, that cat good. Then you see him like, no, man, that didn't come out of him.
One of the greatest singers we ever heard, a dude named Steve Winwood,
Yep,
right? He had a song
yep,
called Roll With It, right?
yep.
And no matter where you heard that song, bro, you could have been washing your car or you could have been in the store buying groceries. But when you hear roll with it, baby, and the dude on the guitar, no, 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 you're like,
Hmm.
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Him
I'm gonna tell you
and he was in a group called Traffic. They had a hey, do you watch Marvel movies?
all the time.
You
Yes,
remember that
sir.
song when Hawkeye family died and
Hmm.
Infinity War? I'm sorry, in the beginning of Endgame, where Tony Stark was about to die and they played Dear Mr. Fantasy.
Hmm.
That's Traffic. That's Steve Winwood right there singing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And so when I heard it, when I saw it, as soon as because I've been playing fantasy football for so long that every time fantasy football commercials, they'll use that song "Dear Mr. Fantasy" as the intro to a football season or whatever. And when I heard it, I was like, bro, that song is iconic.
Yeah,
Dear Mr. Fantasy, bro. Man, Steve Winwood. If you never saw him, you would think he was black, bro.
well, yeah. Just like my man, now I can't call his name, but what you won't do for love.
Bobby Caldwell.
Yeah, Bobby Caldwell.
Yeah.
Bobby Caldwell messed so many people up, man. The cats was swearing I was like, man, that brother cold. Then they saw Bobby Caldwell. Oh no, that
Yeah.
came out of him. Oh no, and
He was
that's
smooth too, bro.
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
He
You know,
was smooth, man. He had
and
a couple of songs too. It wasn't just
mhm.
what you
But
want to.
but that's the song because that's that kind of song because that song has been in so many movies and everything. They still play it on the radio. I mean, he had other songs, but that's the one he's really, really, really known for. Um, and I'll tell you about another, the average white band.
Yeah.
You think, oh man, you see a picture and
Really,
it's
but
like,
let me ask this though. Do you think that's the just the one he known for? What you want to do for love?
I think, well, he
You'll
has
find
other, but
anything, but you won't let it go. What you
mhm,
won't do.
do
I
for
think it.
that song has been in more that song. The reason I'm saying because I'm listening because that song has been sampled
Right.
by so many people. So many people have covered that song more, and it's been in more movies, and it's been on video games.
Well, what about this one? What about this one? There are times when you need someone, I
Yeah,
will be
we'll be
by your
by
side.
your side. Yeah, that's
There is
that
a
one.
light
Yeah,
that shines
yeah,
especially for you, baby.
that one. Now that
That's
one,
Bobby Caldwell also.
I'll call what. Yeah, and I would say what you won't do, and then that
Yeah,
because
both of them.
this is what you'll do, and then that both of those songs. But people
Yeah.
know that one. But and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna bring up this is now. Hey, I'm about to throw that rock in your shoe when I say this. I'm gonna throw this rock in your shoe. That was remixed and remade, and Dwayne sang over it.
Right.
Um, Dwayne sang over. He did it, and Jay Dilla did a beat.
Oh, God, dog. Every conversation, bro.
I
Thank
had to
y'all
throw
for
that rock
coming
in your
out.
shoe. But it's if you hadn't heard it, if you hadn't heard that version, it's on point. You know, the Jay Dilla and all that. That Jay Dilla
Everything lead
and
back to Jay Dilla. All
I just saying,
roads lead to Jay Dilla.
you know, I had to throw that rock in your shoe. That
Bro,
throw that
I
put that
wish
rock in your shoe.
DSJ, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wish I had somebody to love me like y'all love Jay Dilla, bro.
Yeah,
I
man, Jay Dilla
swear.
my dog. I like hey Jay Dilla my dog. You know, Bully is Bully a Bully. I'll probably talk Bully up here in a minute. You know, he come in kicking the door, waving his full forward. You know, talking about
Bully don't like Jay Dilla. Bully like Brooklyn. He be saying Brooklyn all the time.
this. But I'm not gonna go. We're not gonna go down the Jay Dilla track. But that track we're gonna
Bully
say that
sent
for
me,
later.
but no, like, no disrespect to the conversation, but Bully sent me a Jay Dilla track. It was so sad, bro. I can't listen to this. The track
See, I
he
had to.
sent me, it was so sad, man. I was like, bro, I gotta turn this off.
What off the Donut album? Because
May have been.
could have been Donut because he had one that he had some tracks on it that kind of could have been solemn. But you know, when I talk about Jay Dilla, and I'm looking at because one of my favorite albums, hip hop albums, Slum Village, Fantastic Voyage,
Yeah, I like Slum Village. I like that one.
and what he did with that man, you know, he did the first track I heard on it was Climax.
Okay.
That's the first time it blew my mind. I was like, yo, this beat is crazy.
They very underrated with the rhyme skills too. They didn't try to
Oh,
overdo it. They
very
yeah,
underrated.
you could tell they skilled, but they didn't try to overdo it, which I like because there are sometimes you know how somebody get a beat that's so dope, but then they mess it up by doing too much stuff on it.
Yeah, they keep trying to put too many big words and try to change up the yeah. They
Yeah, the
stay
next thing you know, they're
with the
like
flow on it.
diggity 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 d
Yeah,
all this stuff. Now, shout out to Heavy D. I'm just joking. I'm
yeah. But
trolling
they
y'all.
want to throw in some skirts and
Skirt,
whatever else.
skirt.
Yeah. But this
Yo.
shout out hey, shout out to the Slumville straight out of Conant Garden, Detroit.
Yeah,
So and same for Dwele out of Detroit.
yeah.
That was a nice little flow
So
on
who
that.
got the best rappers, Detroit or New Orleans?
Well, it depends on what you like, because there's the
Oh,
styles,
yeah.
because of the styles, because New Orleans got more of that bounce feel, somewhat,
Right.
not all the time. Because one of my favorites, who I don't think
New
he's got
Orleans
a
got lyricists too, though. I mean,
they do, and I'm about to tell you about tell you about two of them right now that stay constant rotation in my that I play.
me too. I know what two you gonna say. I
So
think.
and he has an extensive library, and he's not just doing music on his label with producing with them, but he's worked with the I want to say he's worked with God dang it, I'm going Static Selector. He's done a few tracks with Static Selector,
Okay.
and I think he did he's worked with the Alchemist as well. But my man Currency, I love
Currency. Yeah.
Currency, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
one. That's one.
and
That's one.
and then International Jones,
Oh, I
aka
thought you were gonna say somebody else. Okay.
well,
Okay.
International Jones. If they don't know, a lot of people don't know some don't know who International Jones is, but that's Fiend. He just changed it up,
Okay.
you know. And then I still like to go back to my soldier days, being
What
at
about
No
my
Limit
man that
No.
did the album with Jay-Z all over it? Did Exhibit A. Oh God. Had some fire tracks, like 10, 15 years ago.
I'm trying to think. Well, I know you ain't talking about because I was gonna tell you my other guy was Juvie.
No,
You know,
well, I like Juvie.
I still mess
Also.
with Juvie.
I like Juvie also. But let me see. Let me see if I can find him. I can't remember his name, bro. When you get in your 50s, bro, you forget everything, man. Um, what's my man name? Jay Electronica, that's him.
Okay, yeah.
Jay
Yeah.
Electronica, that's him. That's him, Chef NYK. Yeah. Yeah, I like him too.
You know what? He's always he comes up on he always comes up on some stuff. You know, Jay Electronica, yeah, I still think I don't think he gets the love he should get.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
He lyrically, you know, at his best lyrically, at his best he go pound for pound with Mos Def and Nas.
mm-hmm,
I heard a
mm-hmm.
track with him and Mos Def, and I was like, Mos, you better, yo, no lie, it's like Jay Electronica to me did him like Mos did Talib Kweli on that song "What's Beef." You remember that song "What's Beef"?
Mm-hmm. US beef.
You remember, yo, Mos didn't do him dirty, but Mos could have done him dirty, right? And I think Jay Electronica did Mos like that on that track that they got together. Like Jay
Mm-hmm.
Electronica was like, "Hey boy, I ain't nothing to play with." You know what I'm saying?
The my man, see, Most is one. I think most. You know, I know he doesn't go by Most. They go by Yashin Bay B. I think he was always under because he was more considered a backpack. You know, they want he's a backpack rapper. No, he
Yeah.
was hip hop and he had lyrics. He has not don't had but has lyrics. He's working with dang, he's about to put out a new album and it's not static the Alchemist. I think he and the Alchemist are getting together to do an album.
Oh.
Yeah, most definitely Alchemist. I want to say his name. And then I'm gonna tell you somebody else from New Orleans I love, and you know, and that's Mia X.
Okay.
People slept on Mia. Mia X she was raw with it. And
Is she still with us?
yeah, she's still with us. She's
Okay.
she's in radio now. She's doing
Which
radio.
female rapper passed away? Oh,
That was Gangsta Boo.
Gangsta Boo. That's her.
Yeah, Gangsta
I
Boo.
love. She had a club jam, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When we was when not to change the subject, but when we was playing music, like
Mm-hmm.
say for instance, if I was in Southern California with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always had a target audience. I'd be like, Soul Finger crowd is my audience, right? But what
Mm-hmm.
I would do is we'll blend music together to keep the vibe going all night, right? Like so we would take some Trillville and some Gangsta Boo and mix it. You like that Trillville never ever, never ever,
Mm-hmm.
never ever, never ever, 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 and then mixing that Gangsta Boo where the at. You get the
Mm-hmm.
little chants going together, man, and cats, and next thing you know, Soulfinger done spent $147.52 at the bar.
Oh yeah. Just going because he would do that. They would get you going. You know,
Yeah.
they had some others out there though, and then I'm
Where
gonna
the
tell you
dollars at? Where the
just name
dollars
off.
at?
I'm gonna name off just two more. Um, uh, Kevin Gates, because I mess with Kevin Gates. You know, I
Is
be
he
in
from
them.
New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought he was from
Yeah,
okay.
he's a New Orleans. I think yeah, he is New Orleans. He's New Orleans. I thought he was from Baton Rouge, but I think he is from New Orleans.
Okay.
And but my one cat that people go, oh, he's a Christian rapper. He's not a Christian rapper. He doesn't do certain things. But if you listen to him, he got some lyrical content. He could have been really, really. He's still out there in his D1. D1 got some lyrics, man. If you listen to him, he breaks down. His most comfortable, if you don't know about D1, he got into it. Well, because he said with Rick Ross and Meek Mills, what he
Right.
said to him about what they were doing, and he
Right.
just said, hey, we need to look at what we're putting lyrically out there to the youth. Let's look
Right.
at doing this. But the cat got lyrics. He got lyrics. If you listen to him.
Hey, but with all that said, man, respect to all those rappers, but none of
Mm-hmm.
them are better than Eminem. Just want to clarify. I gotta Detroit, y'all. Hey, man, y'all got one with Eminem.
Yeah, they do. But you know what? Um, I really don't listen. I didn't listen to a lot of M because it was pretty much. I mean, he was real wordy with it. I
Right.
like when Eminem was on other cats tracks, and then you got
When
to
he
see
was
with him.
thirsty. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, class, is like when he was on that Dead Wrong, that Biggie Dead
Yeah.
Wrong. When he comes off on that, it was just crazy as wordplay. And
Yeah.
then of course, he did what he did with Jay-Z.
Right.
But it was kind of like for
Renegade.
me, yeah, I just got tired of it just wasn't me with all the, you talking about. I understand you upset with your moms and your baby moms and all
And
like
your
that
girl
and stuff.
cheating on you and you
Yeah,
just
you
trying to
all like
raise
that.
your
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah,
And yeah, we understand that you misunderstood.
yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I
yeah.
get the thing. But the thing about him though is he would do some Survivor songs
Hmm.
that would be anthems, right? Like he has a song called I'm Not Afraid, right?
Yeah.
And when bro, like when you in the gym, say you got that, what I'm saying, you getting back into the gym and you got that 315 on the bench, and you gotta hit like
Hmm.
you doing 6, 8, and 10 reps, and you already did
Hmm.
the first 2 sets, and the last set, you in your mind you like, I'm gonna get 10, but I'm gonna try to just max it out, and that I'm not afraid is in your ear, bro. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I'm
get me
not
like that?
afraid to take a chance. I mean, it's yo,
I don't have any M on my playlist except for the
really,
Dead Wrong. Nope, don't have it on there. My playlist, one track I get on there to get me going, to get me hype, is that damn MOP, Andy Up. Man, I
and
used
yeah,
to play. Oh,
yeah,
man, my home when I had a homeboy that was working out with me. He's like, "You got the MOP on, don't you?" I said, "You damn right I do." He said, "I can
and you're
tell
right.
that you get stupid in there." That get me hype right there. That MOP Andy Up will get me, bro. It take me to that. When you, especially on leg day, when you doing legs.
Yeah, yeah,
Legs. A lot of people don't like doing legs, and sometimes legs ain't the funnest thing to do. But man, when you go to that dark place when you in the gym and hitting it, oh
yeah.
man, yeah, that you feeling you need that extra boost. That ante up, man. That MOP get me going. Um, I got Eric Sermon got some cuts I like, man. That get me going. And we talking about producers. That's somebody we don't talk a lot
We
about
don't
either.
talk a lot
Eric Sermon.
about, but he is. I've been trying to bring him up, man, but we start talking about Jay Dilla so much that, but Eric Sermon got some. But if we
He,
talk about that dark place, when you talk about that dark
mm-hmm,
place, bro, I remember when I was out working, right? I think I was making about $118 a week, bro. I had to, bro,
mm-hmm,
I had to survive on $118 a week, bro. And so what I was doing, I was boxing at Mr. Jones at Green Street grocery, right? You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? Like he'll have one big tournament, like it'll be a winter tournament and like a summer tournament, like Memorial weekend and then one like Thanksgiving weekend, right? But in between that, you know what I'm saying, you go in there, you fight somebody, you know what I'm saying, the winner make $100 and the loser make $50 or whatever. And whatever. So I remember going in there and this dude was just knocking everybody out. He was a young dude, like right out of the
mm-hmm,
Marine Corps, right? Like fresh out of the Marine Corps. But you know what I'm saying? You get out of the military, you know how you try to stay in shape, but you're not in
mm-hmm.
military shape. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so you know how it is like when you first get out the military, you know what I'm saying? You be trying to do the same thing, but you don't be having the same you remember how when you getting out the military, you know how you be in that short mindset? You know,
Yep.
you getting out you already done got your ETS date or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really push yourself. So anyway, I was in pretty good shape, but I wasn't in Marine shape, right? But I really needed them damn $100, bro. You hear me?
So basically, you like, where them dollars at? Where them
Where the
dollars?
dollars at, bro? No lie, no lie, and this is so I get to my dark place, right? No lie, I'm in. So we're fighting, and so how it's set up is he took over like this thing. It's some kind of multi-purpose type building, had a kitchen in it, right? It ain't really built for
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Like it could be like a homeless shelter. You ever been in like a shelter or seen the
Mm-hmm.
inside of a shelter where it's like a big
Mm-hmm.
open room and they got a wall up there and the kitchen behind it?
Yeah.
And then you walk around the kitchen and it's like a little locker room area or whatever. And so I'm back there. So I take me a shower, and I don't know why I used to do this, man, but I always used to take a shower before I boxed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would go in and take a shower, get out of my work clothes, and take a shower. And my cousins and them was in there, like, man, you seen that dude, bro? You seen Jamal? Jamal, like, man, Jamal gonna this is my cousins hyping me up before the fight, man. So salute to family. Man, Jamal gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. These are my cousins talking to me, bro. My cousins talking to me like, man, Jamal gonna beat this shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And my
This is
other cousin,
Jamal.
like, my other cousin had the camcorder. He was like, and I'm gonna tape every minute, right?
They basically telling Jamal about to beat 7 Shades of shit out of you.
Yeah, yeah. But what they ain't know is what Jamal didn't know was like my car was smoking when I pulled up. It was running hot
Mm-hmm.
and the gas light was on. That's what he didn't know, right? And then as I'm sitting there, somebody pull up. The parking lot was like, so there's a wall right here with lockers on it, and on the other side of the wall was the parking lot, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
pull up, and I hear this bass line go, doom doom doom, da 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 da, and I'm like, yo, what is that? And
The Onyx.
my cousin was like, yo, that's some new. They from down south. They some New York man. Talking trash about New York rappers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, go get that. And so they bring it in. My homeboy bringing the radio in, and I can hear him walking in. And by the time he gets the door, all I hear is, I'm a B-boy standing in my B-boy stance. Hurry up and give me the microphone before I bust in my pen. It's Sticky Fingers. It's a song
No,
called
Sticky,
Slam.
yeah,
It's a,
Slam,
it's,
Onyx, yeah.
bro, it's a song called Slam, right? And I'm like, yo! And I'm all hyped. My cousin them looking at me all weird. Cause remember, they from down south. They like, you know what I'm saying? They like
Mm-hmm.
Miami. They like,
That Miami,
yeah, they
the
like that Miami.
Miami.
Cause this is like 93, like early 93 or whatever. And so, they like Poison Clan, like boom,
Yeah,
pick it up, boom.
Poison
Pick it up.
Clan. Yeah, I heard that name.
They
Yeah.
like they like that's so I hear Slam, bro, and Slam is playing, and I make him rewind it back. He play it again, and Mr. Jones come get me out of the thing. He like, hey son, you ready? And man, I look at Mr. Jones. I'm like, man, I'm about to knock him because slap
But
out.
knocking him, put him to
And
sleep.
so I go in there, man. I get in the ring, man, with Slam in my head, and Marcus whoops my ass for the first 2.5 rounds. So I'm light skinned, right?
Yeah,
So all the little marks is just showing up.
showing up. Yeah.
Yo, and so the doctor like, hey son, we gonna stop it if you don't. And I'm thinking about this $100, bro. All I know is I see my man do like this. So my man do like this to throw his punch, right? So I see it and I duck. I'm like, holy crap. And so he do it again. He missed. And Soulfinger, no lie, with every ounce of weight I had in my body, as soon as I see his hand do like this, I come across the top of this hand. Bam! And Mr. Jump, while I'm counting the $100 from knocking out Marcus, they was like, yo, we thought Marcus had you, bro. And they got it. My cousins now got the tape to this day, bro. That dude, when I'm saying that dude beat me up for like 2.5 rounds, bro, because we was only going 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
We was only going 3. But man, that dude was hitting me like in the man. I'm still hurt to this day from some of them shots he was hitting me with. But when you hungry and you get to that dark place, bro,
Yeah,
and you need something, bro, you just
yeah.
I needed that $100, and I took no lie. That $100, I put about $10 in my car. I spent $70 on motor mounts for my car. Right, went and
Hmm.
got motor mounts. Right, that'll tell you how long ago it was when a set of motor mounts only cost $70.
Yeah,
Right,
that's when life was. Hey, that's when life was actually pretty good. You can
yeah,
go get $10 and fill up a car.
yeah, yeah. Your little Toyota, little white rusty Toyota, bro. Got me some motor mounts to put on the car. Now I couldn't get the car fixed, but at least I had the motor mounts. And I took $10 and I put $10 away. And that other $10, I remember I got me a thing of Naughty Head and shared it with my boys, man. We just sat around and drank on $10 worth of Naughty Seagram's gin for everybody that don't know.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
oh
Yeah,
boy.
man.
And see, that was another, we're talking about Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
Hostile is the other cut that get me going.
Yeah.
Off that No Pressure album. Yeah. I was was up there, messing around. And like I said, I had my playlist going where I got because I have my stuff, my Wu-Tang cuts on there, a couple of tracks from Only Built for Cuban Links. I got DOC on there. Of course, I got some NWA, and the NWA album the cuts I got from NWA off that the Niggas for Life. Got a
Yeah.
couple of cuts on there I had to put on there, but a lot of it is a lot of my with stuff from down south. Like I said, some of the folk I listen to, um, it's just certain cuts that hit when you going through there, and there's and I got some newer cats on like Cal Scrubby. Kid out of Ohio. He got some cuts on there. It's the beats and stuff that get me going. But I remember this is the first time I got on there 315 on the incline, and where it went around. This one cat was calling the Eclipse.
315 on incline is a lot of weight too, by the way, y'all. That's a
Yeah,
lot of weight.
and I didn't think I could do it because my man, Big Steve, would call him the Eclipse. This dude was here. I could stand behind him, you wouldn't see me because he
Right.
was like six. He was like 6'4", but he was 6'4", about so 6'4", about 330.
Right.
And he's the bodybuilder and stuff too.
Right.
He was active duty, and I was standing next to my man
So
Ty.
he had to get the tape test all the time. If you 330, they
Yeah.
giving you the tape test all the
Oh,
time.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was huge.
Yeah.
And I was standing next to him. I didn't realize I had size on me, because I see myself all the time, and I always keep myself covered up. I wanted to, when I was lifting, I never was one of those cats who want to show off. I kept covered. That's what I like
Right.
to do. I keep covered because I want to sweat and all like that anyway.
Right. Right.
And I'm standing there and say, man, man, you about big as Ty. I said, I guess. I don't know. Am I? He
Right.
said, man, you could probably get that. I said, I don't know, man. That's 315. I ain't never done this before. So, I'm already looking at 315. I've gotten on a flat. Yeah. I was in the 300 club on the flat,
Right.
but I'd never tried 315 on the incline because, so that's a lot of weight be going on the incline.
Yeah, man.
And Big Steve had been hitting it. I mean, he was doing it for reps. So that'll tell you how strong he was.
You got to get your back strong. You got to get your back strong for that, bro.
Man, back, shoulders, and all like that, man. So
Man.
I'm getting ready to get myself going. And I had just finished listening to Hostile, Eric Sermon, getting myself psyched. What got me the first time believe it or not, I put on Brooklyn Zoo, ODB. And I went to that dark place. I didn't think nothing of it. I got up on it. I just had him, he spot me, just helped me get it off the bar.
Right.
Get it off, get the bar, help me get it up. So I got up under his freeze and I got it. And I said, all right, got the arms locked. And I came down, boom, pushed it up. Boom, pushed it up again. Push it up again. Push it up again. He's like, get one more. I was like, okay. And, I'm on that zone, so I had to get another one. First time under 315 on the incline, I pushed that joker 5 times.
Wow.
I pushed it 5 times. I was like, well, damn. I didn't know I was that damn strong. But yeah, those are my younger days like that, man. Like I said, I ain't trying to lift like that now. Shit, I'm too old. Shit,
Yeah,
not,
I want to get back into that, man, but I keep getting injured, right?
and
Like I
see,
keep
yeah.
hurting myself before I can get into the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I can get in the gym, I think I can get that body back and maintain it. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been out of the gym for so long that
Yeah, it's you have to, it's the slow starting back up. Like I said, man, me being down because I was actually, I told you I'm trying to lose weight, get back to my active duty weight. So, um, I was always at 235 when I was in service, you know,
right, right.
and I was always getting taped. I always had to get taped,
Yep, yep.
it's just one of them things because of my height and weight and everything.
Yeah, because
But
they want you to be 177, right?
yeah, they
Or
told me I have to
something
be like,
crazy like that. Yeah.
I said, man, look, I know I got a little peanut head and everything, but you want me to be 175? Oh, you must be
Right.
on crack. I said, man, I walk around here looking like Pookie. Y'all
Right.
want me
They
to sit
wanted me,
here?
my weight was 211,
That's
right?
ridiculous.
And
And you
I
six
was
five,
and huh?
and you 6'5".
Yeah, yeah. My weight, I'm sorry, it was 212. So my weight was 212, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I was always at in the beginning, I was at when I first went into Uncle Sam, I was 194. When I got out of basic training, I was 173,
Mm.
right? And so I got to active duty, and basic training is gonna run all the baby weight off you, bro.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? You already know it's gonna run all the baby weight off you, no matter either you're gonna put on some pounds because you were a weakling, or
Mm-hmm.
if you were a weakling that kind of got chubby, they're gonna run all that weight off you, right?
See,
So I was that one that I think I'm what you call a thin person in a big body
yeah.
because I had been skinny my entire life, right? I had been, bro, as a senior in high school, I was in size 30 jeans, size 30 waist,
Mm.
right? Bro, yeah, I was Sophie, I was 18 years old with a size 30 waist, bro.
No, I got you beat, Freeze. I got you beat, man. Hold my beer. Look, man, I would look at cats like you. Was like, I wish. When I graduated, now granted, I graduated high school. I was 17. I turned 18 in boot camp.
Right, 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 right.
I was 5'9". Hear me out. 5'9". I weighed a whole whopping 128 pounds with a 28-inch waist.
Wow,
I
wow.
was no bigger than a snap pea.
Right,
Freezy. You
right,
could put a dime in my left pocket. I would lean to the left.
right. Couldn't
I was
help it.
so
Had to lean
couldn't
on
help it.
something, get some help.
I had to lean. Freezy. I was so skinny that if I swallowed a marble, I would be 8 months pregnant. That's how skinny I
Bro,
was. I was so skinny I had to run around the shower with a bucket just to get wet.
bro.
I had to put rocks. I had to put weights in my pocket so I wouldn't blow away. I was
Yeah.
tiny,
That small, bro. Me too.
and I hate man. So and then when I got out of the boot camp, I was 128. I got out of boot camp and everything. I actually got up to 135, and I'm thinking like, I'm
You
135.
swole.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm doing something. Man, I come
Right,
home. I was like, man, I thought you'd put on some size. I was like, man, kiss
right,
my ass. I was 128. I'm 135. Man,
right,
kiss my ass. And
right.
so I actually got taller before I put weight on. I didn't put weight on until I had my first kid, and I went from um when Pooh Bear was on the way. Got with her moms and everything. When she first told me she was pregnant, I weighed a whole 140 pounds. Now here I am 6'1". I'm damn near six. I was, close. I was like damn near 6'2", but
Right.
I always say 6'1". I was 6'1", 140 pounds, Freeze.
Wow.
When she had Pooh Bear, I was I got to 200 pounds. I put on 60 pounds during that pregnancy
Wow.
because she would, in the middle of the night, she wants something to eat. So we were stationed 29 Palms. So late at night, it ain't nothing to eat. Only thing open is Del Taco. So I get her what she wanted. She wanted a burger, fries, and a shake. They had burgers and fries, but she wanted like 2 tacos, a burger, some fries, and a shake. Okay, I go get her. Man, I sit up there eat what I get, and I still remember this day. I get a macho combo beef burrito, no onions or tomatoes, extra cheese, sour cream, and a large Mr. Pibb.
Right.
And I would
That,
eat
that
that.
Mr. Pibb used to be busting. When I was drinking soda, that Mr. Pibb used to be busting, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. And I sit up there and put on. So and I put on this weight. Didn't realize I put
Bro,
on
you
that
know,
much
60
weight.
pounds is a lot too, bro.
But for real. And I put on my uniform pants and stuff. And I said, you put on weight and you get the Mickey Mouse ears. People don't know that when you're so tight that the pockets stick out. We used to call them Mickey Mouse
Yeah,
ears.
I know what. Yeah,
So
I
then
know.
he sit up like that. And I didn't really remember because I was like, hey man, you put on some weight. No, I'm good. I
Yeah,
didn't really realize that I put on this much weight till we went out to play ball once. I got out there on the court with the fellas,
right.
and we go on a fast break, and we hauling ass down on one end of the court. I actually got the rebound, get the ball out, and they go running back down on the other end of the court. Notice I said they went down on the other
Yeah, I
end of the
heard you.
court.
I heard you.
Man, I'm sitting up here sweating, trying to catch my breath. My back was hurting. I'm like, what the hell?
What the
Man, I was nothing but gut.
hell?
Look, I was nothing but gut and butt. It was gut and butt. I was like, I had put on so much weight freeze and I had this gut on me. And I didn't realize it was that bad. But I messed around, had a back strain.
Oh man, the sniper got you.
Yeah, man, what? I ran it
Oh
because
man,
I put on so much weight and I had been wearing. I ran a PRT. I
in
actually
such in
failed my
such a short
PRT.
amount of time too.
And I failed my first PRT.
Oh man,
I was like, I did the push-ups, I did the sit-ups on there. It was the run. And I
but the
couldn't work.
run is what gets you.
Yeah, my back started hurting bad, man. I was
Right,
like, oh man, I couldn't do it. I was, what the hell? And this, you talking about somebody I could run. I ran a mile and a half, we did a mile and a half. Man, I ran a mile and a half in 9:45
right.
in high tops,
Right.
I
That's
ain't never ran through. Yeah, I never ran in regular, if I ran in regular running shoes, I know what else. I got my high tops, I'm gonna run, you
right.
know. Man, so I had to go see the doc, and the doc was like, I was telling him. So my, E7 we call, our chief. The chief I had was like really on me about, well, you failed a PRT and you're supposed to
Yeah.
be going with a unit and you can't cut it if you doing this. And and she was funny. She was from New Jersey. She was from Jersey. I don't know what
Right.
part of Jersey she's from. And she was bitter because she was getting ready to go through a divorce. She's going through a divorce. Everybody hated this woman, hated her. Her husband was mad cool. He was built like a big old redwood. He was a big old cat, man. He kind of looked like Hulk Hogan, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
So he kind of like Hulk Hogan, but he was cool. He was mad cool. He was with a Marine unit. So anyway, I had a homeboy who was Marine, and I told him what happened. He said, "All right, man, you want to start going running with me?" I said,
Right.
"All right." So I go over to his house, park,
Right.
and we get to running, and my back get to hurting. He's, "Oh hell no! Turn your fat ass around and go backwards. I ain't gonna let you stop. Get your fat ass to moving." It's just like he had, he pushed me. So
Yeah.
we got to running and running and running. So so after just running, I'm like, I'm running every day. I'm in it. I'm on it every day. Back, I'm dropping and getting this bad weight off. My back is stopped. It's not hurting anymore. So
Right.
when I
Right.
ran I did my makeup PRT.
Right.
So remember I told you I could run it at 9:45. My first time I did my retake, I ran that bad boy a mile and a half in 10 minutes.
Right. That's not bad, bro.
So yeah, man, push-ups went up, my sit-ups. I was able to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Then I go run 10-minute mile and a half.
Right.
You
Right.
know. So and after
100
that, I was
push-ups
like,
is a lot too, by the way.
yeah, I was able to do that.
100 push-ups is a lot. When I was in the military, I would say the thing I struggled with most was push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not sit-ups or running. I could do the 2 mile in the 12s. Right. So I would do it like in the I ran track in high school. right? So I ran track, played basketball, played football, all that stuff in high school. So when it came to running, once I got down from the 190s to the 180s, like once I lost about 10 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I was out there calling cadence and everything. They let me call cadence and basic training and all that.
See, that was
And
the way you get your win. See, a lot of cats they like
yeah,
to call,
man.
and see, because I was cadence caller too, and I didn't want to do it, but I started calling cadence because cats were taking little choppy steps and it was killing me.
Yeah.
And then, once I got into it and got, actually opened my stride up,
Yeah.
calling cadence helped you win. That's one thing I did like about it. It helped you build your wind up.
Yeah. Yeah. And they already knew, like, so once I get out there, I was gonna call when we get in a long stretch, or like when we was passing somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew we was gonna say, yo, I'll be whispering to everybody, get up. Like, and so when I say get up, they say get up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like we pass, like we gonna pass by brigade or something, or the little park where everybody, where all the battalion, all the companies and battalion and all of them will be out there stretching,
Yeah.
and we running by them. We'll be
Everybody
like,
want to sign off,
loud
let
and
them know who's coming
proud,
through.
loud and
Yeah.
proud. C-130 on a one-way
Boom.
trip. Get up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna be loud, man, through there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what I'm saying, on the backside, away from everybody else, like we running by the motor pool. The motor pool don't open till 8:30. We running through there at 7:15. Yeah, I'm just letting
Mm-hmm.
everybody get their breath back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we were
they
doing
love
that.
when I be, but anyways, I know I get it, bro.
See, they
My
just
weight,
take me back.
my weight thing though, Sophie. Guess when I started gaining weight, bro?
When?
Boxing,
Boxing? Well, I'm thinking because
boxing.
you're putting on more muscle though. You're putting on more muscle when you're boxing.
They wanted me to be a super heavyweight, right? Super heavyweight is 200 and above,
Mm-hmm.
right? And my walk around weight at the time was about 180, right?
Mm.
And so what they wanted me to do, they already had a dude that was gonna go. He was on pace to go to the Olympic trials at 178, right? And my coach was like, "Man, you 6'5", bro. We need to get you up to 200, right?" And so what he did, he went to whoever's over the kitchen. Regardless what I asked for, I was on a high
How?
protein
Mm,
diet,
yeah.
right? In the mornings, I was eating steak, hash brown, and eggs, probably like 4 eggs, right? For lunch, I'm eating a double cheeseburger and fries, right? No ketchup. I mean, not a lot of ketchup, but
Mm-hmm.
but you know what I'm saying? And then for dinner, I'm eating steak and potato and broccoli. Like they putting, and I could see the weight, slowly come on, right? But I would always get to 199 pounds and
It
stay
just
there.
couldn't break it.
I
Yeah.
could not get to I could not get to 200 pounds to save my life on weigh-in days. On weigh-in days, like right
They,
before the weigh-in, I had to drink a
they made
gallon
you
of
drink a
water.
lot of water. I
Yeah, I
figured
had
they
to
did
drink a
that
lot
to
of
you.
water, man, to weigh in. And then after that, salute to Anthony D. Anthony D is in the building.
Anthony D, the
And
gold
so
watts.
yeah, man. And so what happened is I developed that eating habit from boxing, and then
Mm-hmm.
I got out of the military.
And then you used to eating a certain way, because I had to change up too, Freeze, when I was lifting, because I wanted to be big, and I didn't realize how big, I had put on some size of it. When you see yourself, and I
Yeah,
was really really the classic case of dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, because I was just like, man, this need to be big. I got to get this up, got to get my traps up, whatever, 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 you
right.
know. And cats I was working on, I'm working out with older cats too that have been been lifting forever. And
Right.
they talking about silverback. We can walk around and be a silverback. So I'm lifting, and my cardio really came from me shooting ball.
Right.
So when I actually got up to like when I started, um, when I got up to 235, the whole town. So I was 235. People thought I was bigger than that. I was like,
Right.
no, man, we were about what 250? Like, no, man, I was 235. But I played ball all the time. So when you hear somebody call you, we on the court, say I got big man. I'm like, who you talking about? I'm talking about you, man. So I'm not big. You know, that was my
Big
whole thing.
man. How
I'm
did
not
you not
big.
know you were? How did you not know you were a big man and you were 235 though?
It didn't register because I kept seeing that same little skinny cat.
In
You
the
know what I'm
mirror,
saying?
right?
In the
Yeah.
mirror, yeah. Like I said, same little skinny cat. Because I left on a deployment, I was wearing a extra large shirt.
Right.
Came back off deployment, I'm wearing double X.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was wearing double X, and I didn't realize how big I was. So you know, when I met my lady, she even told me, said, "You were so big, I didn't like how you looked. You were just too big
Right.
because you didn't have a neck." I'm like, what you mean? I had a neck.
Yeah,
We
I
had
don't. I
them.
don't have a
them
neck right now, bro. I ain't.
yeah, she talking about them things because you know I like for me I like to hit my traps. You
Yeah.
know, I'm trying to get my traps and everything. And one cat, when I did watch wrestling, the cat that was my motivation to get big traps was Goldberg when he was in WCW. I
Oh,
came
okay.
out like,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, his traps. I was like, God, look at them traps, man. I gotta get that. So you do all the stuff you're doing, you learn, as you go. And like I said, I was 235 playing. We playing ball,
Right.
so I could move some cats around.
Right.
I didn't realize it. How I didn't really, like I said, I didn't realize it, but I just kind of knew I was, I could, I had a little weight or whatever. I lean, especially when I'm playing against cats like 6'5", 6'6", and I had to stick them. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
they be like, hey, so you got him. I'm like, man, why I gotta get this big old cat right here, man? Because you the biggest on our team. I was like, I'm not big.
Right. Right.
And so, and I'm up here leaning on him. I had to lean on these guys. I'm like leaning on them and stuff.
You out there?
You
I
know,
did like PJ Tucker.
man, I sure was. I was out there like PJ Tucker, man. You
Yeah.
know, I had, I'm leaning on this cat and I'm wearing him down and because like I said, these cats were long and I would
Right.
run around. I had wind, so I could run around on the court and stuff, freeze. And the cat told me like, man, you too big to be running around like this, man. Slow down. Like, what you mean?
Right.
You know, but it wasn't until later down the line I realized I had size that I actually put on some size.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, man. And I had so much size on me at one time. I was so wide across the shoulders. You ever seen the racks on the ships that we sleep in our berthing?
No, I ain't never seen one before.
Well, they're
You know what?
small.
I think I have, but because through Air Force ROTC, but I don't remember what they look like.
Yeah, man. So I rolled over one night and I got stuck in my rack. I was stuck.
Oh
I
wow.
was so wide across my shoulders. Just like I said, I told you, one up a shirt. I didn't realize how wide I was, and I
Right.
rolled over, and I was like, so we had a cat on my ship. He's from Reno, Mexican cat. My boy, my man Ernie C, aka 50 Peso. We call him
Right.
50 Peso because he used to rap in Spanish all the time, and I
Right.
thought he boxed because he was always shadow boxing, but Lil Cat was in shape, man. He was in shape. And we used to do this thing. We had this birthing wars, right? Where you go into the birthing, and they had these cats used to wrestle, go at it. So we went and so deck is kind of like the infantry on the ship. Though a deck department, these are the guys who do all the dirty work on the ship and all like that. The deck department.
Right. Right.
50P was a corpsman like me. Man, my boy 50P took down two cats at the same time.
What?
And he didn't. Yeah, he was a monster in there. He was a monster. We had two. I had the other guy, Rod. My man Rod used to wrestle, but 50P took him down, and he didn't know nothing about tapping out. So my man's tapping him on the arm, right? He had him in this he locked him up, and he tried to tap. And the more he tapped, 50P kept squeezing down on him, and he kept tapping, and he kept squeezing. Like, no, he tapping out. He tapping out. He's like, oh, what you mean tapping out? Said, let him go, man. Let him go. Well,
Right.
he
Right.
kept hitting me on the arm. I thought he wanted more. I was like, no, man, he was
No,
tapping
that's
out.
not how it works. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I rolled over in my rack and in my sleep, and I rolled, and I was like, oh hell, I'm stuck. I was trying to move. I'm like, oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm like, how the hell? So, and I heard him get up, and I was like, hey, 50, and he was like, what's up, man? He said, what's up, Holmes? I was like, man, hey, I need your help. He said, hey, man, with that, he said, I ain't with that old gay, funny stuff. I'm like, no, man, I'm serious.
Nah, man.
You don't
We
be playing
no.
with.
No.
Yeah, I said, no, bro, you don't get down like that. So, racks, we got curtains. We got you got your privacy curtains on your racks, you know.
Yeah.
And I have my, I always pull your curtains and everything. So if you're reading, you got your little light above in your rack. But I ain't reading nothing, man. I always played my music or whatever to go to sleep to. But I was like, yo, man, I'm stuck. He, what you mean stuck? I said, I'm stuck. I rolled over and got stuck. I said, open up my curtains. He said, man, don't be playing. I said, no, I'm serious, man. I ain't playing. Come on, man. So he said, hey, man, don't be playing around. I said, I'm serious, man. Open up the curtains. He opened the curtains. Now I am stuck. And I couldn't move nothing. My arms was like the side. So I was like, hey, man, just pull my arm, man. Just pull my hand and just help me get out. So after he laughed at me for a good solid 5 minutes, just
Of
laughing at me.
course, of course.
He's like, man, he said, you look like a fish. I like, man, shut up, man. He said, no, you look like a turtle stuck on his back. I like, hey, man, come on, man. He said, so he get the other cats in other cats in our little area. He's like, look at
Of
him, man,
course.
he's stuck. He's stuck. And they laughing at me like, hey, man, come on, bro. Just pull me, dog. Just pull me. So he pulled me. I had to slide on out of the thing. That's when I realized I have to put on some size. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
But
man.
we on the ship, because being on the ship is actually like only because we had a gym on the ship. So the only thing you got to do is just you in that water. So when you get done with work and everything, you got, you can shoot an email off to the house, write a letter or whatever. You eat, go to
Right.
the gym, and you watch movies. When
Right.
you're out to sea, except when you pull in. And when you pull in, that's when you cats be out there power drinking and getting destroyed and everything else, having a good
Right.
time. It
Right.
just depends on what port you pull in. So,
Right.
but that was it. But the whole time though, I was there. And like I said, music, like I said, we talking about music, we're going to like bringing it back to music. Music got me through so many deployments, man, and all like that. You know,
Right.
everywhere you went, even when I was in Iraq, I had my music. Because when I was out there, Freeway had just dropped his album, and that album got me through. Freeway and Tyrese,
Yeah.
the one he had Signs of Love Making. That was the album. That was
Yeah.
that album.
Yeah.
That had that. It was those
That's the
two.
Freeway and Beanie Siegel was doing a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and now, man, I played the hell out of that Freeway. That
Yeah, man.
Freeway got me. Hey, Freeway got me through. Through the war.
What you talking about? 2004, 2003, 2005?
2003, 2003.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Well,
that Freeway, man.
man. Well, I'm gonna wrap up here, man. I just wanted to, come through and hang out, man. Get some content up, man. I'm gonna go in
No, for
here,
sure.
man, get some rest, work on some homework and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
Well,
for going back
I
to
didn't give
school ain't no
anybody.
joke, bro.
I know. I like this time though. I didn't give people a lot of material to laugh at this time, like I did last time with the cigarettes. You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
I stand on that freeze. See, Lido, I can't. I can't freeze. Oh yeah, I
Right,
can't, man.
right.
Nah. No, it's break out a little, man. Break out them, like you call them, left hand cigarettes. I'm cool. Smoke a little boogie, a little good little, smoke up, a little good, some sour diesel. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
It's the cancer sticks I can't.
But if she pull out that Winston,
No,
yeah,
bro, it's a done deal.
it's a done deal, bro. My family's still laughing at, bro. They still laughing at that, bro. Right? They like, yo, man, she can smoke and drink, man, whatever, man. But if she pull out that Virginia Slim, bro,
No, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. I can't. Well, see, and Ruth, I know you got to go. My first daughter's mom, we were stationed together, man. And we were stationed together. We used to have, you had the little barracks parties or whatever. Somebody have a spot, have a,
yeah,
live out base and had, whatever. So I was out there, man. And like I said, this is my mentality because she was from LA. She's from South Central, from LA. But, so they lived in Chino. They moved to Chino, but I was like, you still South Central. And we had liquor. We went to liquor store and all like that. And going back over to
right,
the house, I'm a
right.
liquor cat. So, and at the time, my drink of choice was that Easy Jesus. That was
That irk and jerk. Yeah,
yes,
man.
that was my thing. Easy Jesus, Zerk and Jerk. I was drinking that. Man, she got her a bottle of Cisco and took it to the neck. And I was in amaze. I was in amazement, Breeze.
Yeah.
I was like,
Cisco ain't no joke, bro.
I was in amazement to see her take that to the neck. And I was like, that's gonna be me.
Right.
Because she can drink, and but yeah, that was my whole thing right there, man. So she could drink, whatever else. But then after that, but after her, but that little girl chick I got with her time, she smoked had a bong and all that. She smoked. I was cool.
Right.
Break out. I told you I broke up with a joint behind cigarettes.
Yeah, man.
So,
Well,
but anyway, man, I know you gotta go because I know you gotta hit them books.
yeah, bro.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm too old to be hitting these books, bro. I'm already behind. I'm
Man,
already behind, man.
I know, Freeze. I know. I had cats ask me, "You gonna go back and get your masters?" Hell to the no, hell no, to the no, no. Man, I'm good.
Because of the money, the work schedule, and then once you get your masters, when you start applying for jobs, is it really worth it?
Man, look, I'm been where where I work. I'm gonna be disclosing.
Right.
Where I work.
Yeah, we ain't
I've
gonna
been
put
there
that
for
out
going on
there,
10
but
years.
I know.
Yeah. I've been there for 10 years. I got my bachelor's. I got what I needed. I've moved up. So they were like, man, you should go back and get for what? It's not gonna put any extra for what? It's not gonna put any extra money in my pocket. Now
Right.
I would go, and then too, I don't have the time.
Right.
With the kids and everything. My Bird's getting ready to graduate in June, but she was so active in everything. And like I said, now she's running track. She just finished up soccer. Now she's running. Well, she's doing hurdles. So I know
Right.
we going
Yeah,
to some
because
track.
track season just because it's February. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I got my son. He'll be 14 next month. So whatever his whole thing is, he wants to work. He wants to be a mechanic, and he wants to paint. He actually want to be a mechanic, and he also wants to paint cars, design. So he's been working with, been getting him, cat. He does, my neighbor's a lowrider, and through him, I met a guy with a shop that lives here in the neighborhood. So he will go down there or go over to his house and help him do some stuff. So, trying to get him there. But no, man, I got no time for that shit. No, my brain, man, no, man, my brain don't work like that no more. Especially this new math. Oh my God,
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. So I'm doing IT coding and things because basically what I'm trying to do is learn how to create apps. Remember how I told you before that I want to move Lawrence Tears to an app? So what I'm trying to do is learn how to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, this thing already got my head swimming, like my blood pressure high.
Man, look, I take my hat off to you, Freeze.
Bro,
Like I said, if I'm not connecting the PlayStation or putting a Blu-ray disc into the Blu-ray player or into the PlayStation, I can't help it, man. I'm about as mechanically inclined as a goat to an extent. No,
yeah, man.
So
But
no, man.
we'll see how far I get us, man. Maybe when I finish with this, I can do the Soul Finger Power Hour. So
Hey, man, look.
we'll see how it goes. But thank you everybody for rocking with us, man. We're gonna get out of here, y'all.
Oh yeah,
Later,
y'all be
everybody.
easy.